yum, not yam, yum. So chanting yum, it can seem like it would be a wonderful thing to do, right? Everyone would love to chant yum. Don't do too much yum because we have the air element. And increasing the air element can be aggravating. It can be too light. It can make you feel ungrounded. It can increase, it's like the flow in your mind. So it can just be a little too much. So again, like maybe a little bit of yum here and there, but don't like make yum like the thing you do every day. It's usually just too much. And you can always, if you do a little bit, follow it with lum. Ground the energy back down. So this is our ability to give and receive love. Here's our affirmations. I am worthy of love. I am fulfilled in my relationships. I am deserving of love. I allow my love to flow. I patiently view my reactions to others. I lovingly choose to have positive emotions. I easily let go of my past hurts. I adapt to any changes in my personal relations. I release all fear of loving unconditionally. I allow my love to expand. When we tap into the heart chakra, this is where we can actually really start to feel expansive love. The heart chakra has a much more expansive feeling. And this is where, I remind you, love is practice. We practice love. The more love we practice, the more love we experience. And I always think about that because I went on a date a while ago with a guy who was obviously not the right guy for me. He was like constrict their love from fear. And that's like the enemy of the heart, is fear. And that's the thing, is like, yes, when we're afraid, like many people want to love, right? They want to love, but they constrict the heart due to fear, and it can manifest in a variety of ways. And that's the thing, is like when we start to constrict it, it's like when we cut off our sending out of love, then we start feeling less love. It's the thing, it's like the giving and receiving.
Because it's not replenishing, right?
When your second chakra is off. When your second chakra is off, that's the thing. You want to give love. You want to give love, but you're going to feel hurt if it's not sent back to you in a way that you want it. It's hard. It's like we give love and we want something. We give love with expectations. We give love with desires. From a healing perspective, that's the thing. We just give it. We just give it. And I think it's a lovely practice just in life to just give it when we remember. It's tough. It's tough. We all have problems. We want to be loved. We have relationships with people, and we want them to treat us a certain way and to do nice things for us. We're in a relationship with somebody, we want to be able to love and feel like they love us back. But it's just amazing what we do sometimes, And sometimes we know, that's the thing, you know how it works, right? Like the way it works. When you're having that kind of tension with somebody, we all know when we stop and think about it, the more we withhold, the more defensive we are, the more expectations we place, the more distance and separation there is. The more we soften and are vulnerable, the more we offer just love. It's like, I know we're having a hard time. I'm sorry we're having a hard time. I love you so much anyway. I love you no matter what. It's like, that's terrifying. Isn't it amazing how terrifying that is? But we can try. Wouldn't it be such a wonderful thing if people could just stop sometimes and say like, hey, I know we're having a hard time right now, but I just want to say I love you because I do. And it's like, there's a lot of other stuff in front of it right now, but let's try to just take a moment and remember, that's what matters. That's what matters. It's like the fact that, you left your dirty dishes in the sink isn't the worst thing in the world. I can be a little upset about that, but I love you. Or whatever it is. That's the heart. That's the heart and the second chakra working together. It's just like, okay, let me just, how do I offer? How do I offer? And again, if you're a Reiki practitioner, it's so much easier with strangers. It's so much easier with people that you don't expect anything from anyway. It's just like, oh, you're here because you're suffering, and you're asking for help, and I'm here to love you.
Sounds like being a therapist.
The more you practice vulnerability, you know, it's like the more connection you have. The more we move past fear, the more connection we experience. The more we show our hearts, the more other people show us their hearts. And it's a beautiful thing. So this is where Reiki for me and energy work, it's not, you know, it's a life transformation. It's a life path. It's deeply spiritual work for me. You know, it's like this is not, you know, not a religion. You know, I don't have any specific religion, but I like to practice love. And this is a wonderful outlet for figuring out, what does that mean? What does that mean? You know, I think it takes time. It's something we cultivate. That's why we're not all saints yet, right? We have not. So the heart.